Years ago, my teenage friends and I went on a small trip to Changi. We had rented one of the old bungalow chalets for a night stay because it was cheap, but little did we know that it would turn out to be a nightmare. As we approached the dilapidated building, a chill ran down our spines. The place looked haunted, and the keeper's silence when we asked about it only made matters worse. I couldn't shake the feeling that something was wrong. Later that night, after settling in, we continued to chat and make noise, trying to ignore the uneasy feeling that continued to linger in the air. Then, we heard a creaking sound coming from the back door. Our hearts started to race as we listened intently to the sound. It was like the door was being pushed open slowly. "Did you guys hear that?" I whispered, my voice barely audible. The other girls nodded, their faces pale with fear. We tried to convince ourselves that it was just the wind or an animal outside, but then we heard the sound again. This time, it was louder. Our hairs stood on end as we realized that something was definitely not right. Just then, I caught a glimpse of movement from the corner of my eye. I turned my head and saw a woman standing at the back door. She was wearing a long white dress, and her hair was disheveled. She looked like a ghostly figure from a horror movie. I tried to scream, but no sound came out of my mouth. The other girls noticed my expression and turned their heads. They saw her too, and we all froze in terror. The woman just stood there, staring at us with her lifeless eyes. We could hear her breathing, which sounded like a raspy whisper. Then, she started to move towards us. We all scrambled to our feet, knocking over chairs and tables in the process. We ran towards the front door, our hearts pounding in our chests. We didn't even bother to grab our belongings. We just wanted to get out of there as fast as we could. We ran into the darkness, our screams piercing the night air. We didn't stop until we reached the next chalet, where we banged on the door begging for refuge. The people inside were startled and hesitant, but finally relented, agreeing to let us stay with them for the night. We spent the rest of the night huddled together, trembling in fear. We could still hear strange noises coming from the chalet we had fled, and we knew that we had encountered something truly terrifying. That night was etched in our memories forever, and we never spoke of it again.